making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please, bringing hope with such ease.
Mark your calendars, Grenada, for one spectacular event. Join us at the Bushes U playing field on Sunday, March 2nd for the National Democratic Congress Sensational Rally from 4 p.m. Be inspired by our distinguished guests, including Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett of Dominica and Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre of St. Lucia. Plus, hear from our very own political leader and Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell and more. Enjoy electrifying performances from top artists like Young Man, Booba, Rooney J. Also Mandela Links, Squeezehead, and Muddy.
Of course we always up in the front.
This is your chance to engage, be inspired, and celebrate with us. Don't miss out on this unforgettable rally. Organize your transportation and your flags, bandanas, drums, shells, bells, and head down to Bushes U to be part of this transformation.
Cause I believe in the truth, and I just wanna live.
Looking for the ultimate island experience? Hop on the Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tour and explore Grenada like never before. Feel the tropical breeze, sip on authentic Caribbean rum punch, and cruise through Grenada's stunning scenery in our unique and fun tuk-tuks. It's the perfect blend of adventure and island flavor. Book your unforgettable tour now at ride.gd or call 473-422-1011. Don't just see Grenada, experience it with Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tours today.
Right along live, welcome to the live. Welcome to Tuesday on the live. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, man. Beautiful Tuesday, guys. It is Tuesday. What's pissing you off, right? There is a lot of things out there right now that pissing a lot of people off. A few things I have to talk about. We have a guest as well. I have been really going through a lot of things that's pissing her off. So a lot to digest today, guys. Welcome inside. Betty, how you doing? Lydia James, how are you? Julian McIntyre. She was the first one inside. She said, good evening, Junior, and everyone on the live. Blessings to all of the riders, the virtual riders, the fun riders. Welcome to the ride. Yeah, man. Listen. Oh, you like the shirt? Jillian, you like it? I'll give it to you after the program. Send me your address. I'll send it off to you. All right? How about that? Yeah? I'm a giving kind of person, so no problem. You got it. Okay? Send me your address. Okay, guys. So right before showtime, I got a few tags, messages, you know, from a few loyal viewers, and I have to just touch on this briefly. Oh boy. Let me just say it like this, right? All you does like to get me into some problems sometimes, and then when I get into the problem, and then the problem become my problem. Not all of you, some of you guys just abandon and forget. Like when the heat turns on me, that's when everybody just says, you know what, let's just look the other way. So we did a story a few months ago involving two neighbors, right? My whole intention at the time was to see how I could bring some peace and civility into the whole thing. Right, so neighbors could get along with neighbors, like my neighbors, like right over there. We used to have our problems in the past, but we cool now. We good now. And my other neighbors over there, we good as well, because I understand that if you have a neighbor and your house burning down and you're not home Your neighbor might be the first person who is on point to throw some water for you, or to lock your door for you, or if somebody come to collect a package, or somebody can come to drop a package for you, your neighbor could probably, receive the package for you. That's why, you need to live good with your neighbors. So, the last time we touched on that story, that was my attempt to try to bring some neighborly love into the whole thing and try to kind of understand the situation, and then, people could live together in harmony in the same area. Because, hey, what the hell, what are you fighting for, right? So I attempted, I brought on the guest, and he spoke about the situation that's his side of the story, because the other side was well explained. The other side was well explained. So, I gave the guest an opportunity to speak on his part. And suddenly, the story sort of became my story. I don't know how it became my story. Then people started cussing me like if I was involved in the damn thing. I was just trying to add some civility, right? Hear the other side of the story. So that kind of came up, and we had a big live. A whole lot of people commented on the live, and they had a field day. Who created memes with dog and all sorts of stuff. But a lot of people sent me some very ignorant inbox message, like I was trying to. I don't know what was the whole take on it, but I think it was a big misunderstanding on the whole thing. So anyway. So today, a little while ago, I got a tag from about 100 of my loyal Ride viewers. And I said, Junior, you need to look back into this case right here. You need to bring this guest back on, because we need to understand what's going back on here again, because there seemed to be some sort of issue. I didn't get to watch the video. I was busy, but it seemed to be some kind of something happening again with this same situation over there with his neighbors, who is not very neighborly. One looking at one with a camera, the other one looking at another one with a camera. It's just craziness. It's just total craziness. One accusing one of pointing a camera straight to their house, the other one accusing the other one of pointing. So camera looking at camera, and it's just the battle of technology, right? One is accusing the other one of always looking down on them. The other one is accusing the other one of always having a camera. Every time he moved, he could see him, and the camera going tick, 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 tick. You guys remember that? So it seems like there's some problem again in the neighborhood, all right? But I want to say this clear here today, right? I firmly believe that these individuals, these two neighbors, they need more help than I could ever provide, that media could ever provide. Because when you put stuff like that on the media, on both sides, it doesn't really always solve the problem. It somehow sometimes escalate the situation, right? Because I think then you start to get all this input from all these different people, and the people that are trying to input, they don't mean no good. They want to see the dog fight. Most people want to see a fight. Most people want to see this one tear up this one, and they will give them encouragement like, yeah, go on, pelt stone at the house, go on this and that and that. They're encouraging you to do all of these things, right? But at the end of the day, when something happens, you are left carrying the bag, right? So oftentimes I say, not everything you have to go on media. Not everything you have to run to media and talk about. There are many instances and situations where things come up, and there are things that need to be dealt with, and I take it off air, and I deal with it off air. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes things need to go like that. So again, there's problems in the neighborhood, guys. There's more problems in the neighborhood, and folks are tagging me and my producer and say, we need to bring this one back on. But I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not getting involved. I'm not doing it this time. I'll give the advice, and the advice I would give to the two neighbors is to seek counseling, right? Seek some sort of counseling and try to understand what each one of your problems are, because evidently there is a miscommunication, misunderstanding between both of y'all. So I, and Right Along Live, is not going to touch this story. I'm not going to touch this story. I'm not going to bring him back on. I'm not going to have another special. I know that some of you guys want to see that. You have 4,000 people on the live. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Okay? So my advice is to sort out all your business, maybe offline, maybe off air. Hear what the problems are. Mr. Cullen, who is projected to be a person that has probably a issue, ego problem, just a problem with the other gentleman. The other gentleman, he's saying that the other gentleman have a problem with him. Listen, too thick for my blood. I ain't touching it. Fix all your problem, get off the air, go sit down, go sit with a counselor, go sit with someone and air out all your discomfort, air out all your grievances, and figure out how you could live in harmony. Because at the end of the day, all you will always be neighbors, unless you decide to pick up your house and go. Unless you decide to move or something else. All right? I know who have evidence and yeah. I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to bring the guests back on the program. Right Along Live would not be involved in this one again. We're done. We did what we have to do and we have done. We're finished with that one. Okay? Why can't we all just get along? I don't believe they ask you for help. Okay. But preemptively, if that was the case, and anyone was to call me, because we did get about 100 tags, I'm just telling my writers that we will not be handling the case anymore. We're not going to be handling the story. We're not going to be dealing with the story. It will not be aired back and Right Along again. All right? Absolutely. All right, so let's move on to the second thing I want to talk about, because it's what's pissing me off, right? It's what's pissing me off and what's pissing you off. The second thing I want to talk about is police. Police. Yes, Terry, everyone have a story to tell. Absolutely, everyone has a story to tell, and that's what we always talk about here on Right Along Live. But not all stories that need to be told on air. Sometimes folks call me with stories, and I sit with them and I talk to them and we figure out what the problem is and we kill that, done that, without even coming on air. Not all story has to come on air, and that's how we deal with it. So let's move into gear with the second thing I want to talk about, police. So also right before I got on air, I got a call from a good friend of mine, right? He called me because he was very upset. The gentleman was very upset to the point where he was tearing up. He was physically, emotionally distorted. The man was in not in a good place. Now, I know the gentleman very well, and he's a very composed gentleman. He is a calm, collective kind of person. On a regular day, he's inspiring people and he's doing things to uplift people. But when he called me today, in this distress, I had to stop a while and talk to him. His problem was that his mother, his beloved mother, was on a bus. And she is a cancer survivor, and she did this big surgery, and she was traveling on the bus. So oftentimes when she go on the bus, she does have to, open the window, right? You have to open the window to get air and, just the ventilation is good for her because she have, all sorts of different breathing issues, mild breathing issues that she's dealing with right now. So she got on the bus, and that bus plied the St. Paul's route area, I believe, right, in that general area there. So she got into the bus, and apparently she opened the window. And the bus driver asked her, why are you touching the window for? You want to mash it up or what? In a kind of arrogant manner. That's what she said. In a kind of arrogant, nasty manner. Why are you opening the window for? You want to mash it up or what? And he called her girl. He said, girl, why are you opening the window for? You want to mash it up or what? Very disrespectful, because the lady, she is 56, 57. She's an elderly person, not elderly, like an old person, but she's his senior. So she said to him, "Who you calling little girl? I could be your mother." She even told him that I have a son that is 37. It's almost your age, so you must have a little respect. That's what she told the bus driver. Well, the bus driver, he was even more agitated about the whole thing. He took off and he said a couple nasty words and he took off, and he obviously didn't want her to touch the window. He continued to agitate her because she needed ventilation. Remember, she had a surgery and she's not feeling too well, right? The man started to cuss for letter word at the woman, telling her, "Well, so and so, you're taking the window far," right? In a very arrogant, nasty manner. Now, the bus driver also happened to be a police officer. It just so happened that bus driver is a police officer. So he cussed a four-letter word at her and telling her, "Don't effing this and your mother this," or whatever the case might be. So she responded. And she said, "How you could effing cuss me?" And she responded to him in the same energy that he responded to her. Guess what the man did? Guess what the man did? The man took off, drove up to the St. Paul's police station, and arrested the woman. Arrested her. Now, as far as I heard, that there are multiple individuals in that bus that could attest to the fact that he cussed out the lady first, and she was merely responding to his arrogance in the same energy. He drove up to the police station in the St. Paul's police station. He handcuffed the lady and arrested the lady. This just happened, by the way. So the son explaining this to me, and while he talking to me, he started to cry. The man was very upset because his mother, how you could handle my mother like that? You could do a couple things, but you don't rough up my mother. Same with me, right? People would do very ignorant things when it comes to their mother, and me included. Anyway, the man arrested the woman, put her in the cell. He called me crying, and while he crying, and I had to on the next line, I'm calling a senior police officer to do something really quick because she cannot get locked up in a cell. That would even further agitate her current situation. The senior police officer made some calls and asked that they don't put her in the cell and put her on some kind of police house warrant or whatever, where she sits outside and not inside of the cell. And he went up there and he had to bail his mother out. Now, that particular police officer, we don't hear your story yet, but based on what others said, others that was on the bus, you are an ignorant jackass. Like, seriously. I mean, you are ignorant. You are an ignorant fool. If the information, as I heard, transpired the way how it transpired, you have no respect. You are ignorant, and I don't know who you are. Probably I know you. Probably me and you's friends. I don't know, but I'm telling you this on air now, and I will tell you that to your face. You're ignorant, and you act like a damn jackass. Seriously, it's true. You act like a fool because first of all, you're getting it tied up in your head. Royal Grenada Police Force doesn't mean that you have to put force on people. It's dealing with people with respect, courtesy, respect, right? That is your job description, not to harass people. You are doubling as a police officer and a bus conductor. You cuss at the lady responded to you. You want to now become a police officer now and then arrest the woman. What kind of jackassness is that? What kind of stupidness is that? So I spoke to the young man's mother, I just spoke to her right before I came on air and tried to understand the whole story. And she explained the same exact scenario to me just moments ago. And it's the same thing that she explained to me. This is not good. Police officers acting like if they're the most ignorant set of people on the face of the earth. Police officers acting as if they could tell people whatever they want, and you dare not respond, because if you respond, then you are what they say? If you cause the word, there is a charge. There is some kind of charge for that, right? So I want him to charge me too. You are ignorant jackass, Mr. Officer, whatever your name is. And when I find out what your name is, I will speak to you, and I will tell you the same thing to your face. So you might want to put the handcuff on me too. You don't treat people like that, right? Much less a senior. You're senior. Not good. And your job might be on the line too, because the people and them that you're playing with, they're seriously gonna take this thing up. It's not good. I'll deal with it. I'm gonna tell you guys more about this whole situation right here. The mother wanted to come on. But I didn't want to put that story out yet. We decided that we're going to deal with that in a different way for now. Not everything need to come out for she to come out on air and talk about it. I'm going to talk about it now. And I'm going to put all the information out there. And I'll let people know who you are. I mean, if you're my friend, I have police officers that work for me. And if any police officer that works for me came or got a report that you treated them like that, I would fire them and they would never work for me again. I have police officers that works for me from time to time. And that is zero tolerance for bullshit like that. So we could deal with that. Is that a police officer? And it's fine if you're driving the bus, yeah, whatever. But don't treat people with that type of arrogance and nastiness, and then want to come up now like you're the most respected police officer when she tell you back, give you the same energy like you come to her with. You're a fool. You're a fool. So yeah, they go deal with it in a different way. They're not interested in coming on air right now. Next thing in the police officer, let's jump to Trinidad, because I want to show you guys this, right? I showed this, I did a vlog with this yesterday. And I said that that's a different story now. So we're moving in third gear, right? Different story, having to do with a police officer. This happened to be in Trinidad and Tobago, all right? This particular police officer, which I'm going to show you, I want you guys to take a look at it and tell me what you think about it. This is the story. Look at this video. Look at it.
Excuse, do not bring that on me, please. I'm asking you. You do not know who owns that. You pick up something on the road. I'm asking you. You pick up something on the road. And
Mr. Police Officer Boy. I did say that I would do a vlog and talk about this. So, as you could see, the young man is sitting there. From what we saw, from when the video started, he's not provoking anybody. All right? He's not provoking anybody. He's sitting there. My music, yeah. He's sitting there, and the police officer, let me bring back that video again. He's sitting there. The police officer brought some paper to him, and he's telling the police officer, do not bring that to me. Do not bring that to me. You pick up that on the road. Do not bring that to me. And he said, you pick it up on the road, don't bring it to me. And he got up right there, and the police officer, boom. The police officer pushed him away, right? We'll take it slow. The police officer, after he get up and he said, don't bring it to me, he got up. The police officer push him back down or slap him in the face to sit down. Like, the young boy, sit down. So boom, the police officer get a slap in the face. That is a reaction, right? That is the reaction, because somebody hit you so you might, by the how he hit you, you just fling, because you just fling. Not necessarily he aimed because he wasn't looking in the direction and, put his hand together and set up himself, he posture properly to slap the police officer. So the police officer get a reaction slap in the backside. He get a backhand, right? The police officer get a backhand. Let me see that again, right? And the slap was loud to her. Yeah, bam, he get a backhand, right? The police officer get a backhand in his face. And the police officer right now start to feel embarrassed, right? And he pull out all kind of thing. He probably say, well, nah. He get it so bad and he's so ignorant at the time. He say, well, probably I could shoot this guy or whatever this guy. How he could slap me in my face? I'm a police officer. The rest of the police officer took the guy off, brought him into the police, and the guy, obviously the guy is saying that's not fair. He's fighting, and they stuff him into the back of the police vehicle. Yeah, it went plaques. Yeah, the slap went plaques. That was the actual song. All right, so here's what I think about this, guys. First and foremost, to the police officer, this particular police officer there, Mr. You have no right. Again, police officers, they get some kind of power and they feel they could do anybody anything because they have firearm. They feel they have that power to treat anybody in that kind of way. They could do whatever they want to do. But that's not the way you deal with people. That is not the way how you deal with people. Because if you didn't slap the man would have never slapped you. It's not like he came and he slapped you first. You slap the man and you get a reaction slap. So that's what happened there. But I was telling my producer yesterday, in regards to the young man now, he is right, yet he could be dead right. Because the reaction that he gave when he slapped the police officer could easily come and say now that he's defending himself. And the police officer could have then used whatever utility to defend himself against the young man because he started to feel like now he had to defend himself. So although he was right to defend himself, he could have been dead right because the police officer now have grounds because he say, well, the man slapped me. He could have said that I tried to put the man back down to sit down and the man slapped me, so I defended myself. So sometimes, and again, it's clear that the man wasn't thinking about all of that. It's clear that the man wasn't thinking about all of these things like, okay, I'm going to sit there and then I'll slap the police officer. I'm sure that he didn't wake up this morning saying, this is what I'm going to do. But this is what happened. So sometimes, and this is a silly thing to say, right? Sometimes there's a thing that say you comply and complain. That doesn't always work out too good because sometimes you never even get a chance to complain. Because you never know. By the time they finish with you, you can't even talk, right? So, it's a complicated situation right here. But I'm saying that the police officer should be sanctioned. The police officer should be taken in and train properly how to de-escalate situation and not escalate situation. Because if he didn't slap the man, he would have never escalated into him getting a slap in his face. And that's it. In the moment, this is what happened. There you go. All right. So I have my guest. Remember, I have my guest, and she's going to come on in about 4 minutes because she has a unique story to tell about a particular situation, an incident that happened. One last thing I have to say before I bring on my guest. One last thing I have to say before I bring on my guest is about politicians. Now, earlier this week, we saw the NNP rally that was held, wherever it was held. But one of the things that seemed to be making its rounds, and we spoke about it yesterday, is this particular clip. Let me see if I could find it. This clip. This clip.
John T opened his mouth and he died, you know. John T opened his mouth. All you remember that? And he died. I ain't say who killed him. I didn't say who killed him. Don't go and say I say anybody kill him. I simply say the man say some of us who talking against the government should be dead. And I know John T was killed for talking. So I don't know, and I don't know. Therefore, sisters and brothers, what I want you to do.
Yeah. Lord have mercy. I feel it for the parents of John T. The young man that was brutally killed about a year or so ago. And this has become like a political football, right? I feel it for the parents who have to always turn on a TV and hearing politicians talking about this just to gain sympathy or just to, for no particular reason, because John T was not a politician. John T name and was never in parliament or anything like that. But they are just using him just to try to score cheap political points. And I think that is wrong. I personally think that is wrong. And that's not the first time. I mean, we heard this before. We heard his name came up numerous times. And I could just feel, how the parents are feeling, the mother, the father, the family members of this young man. Every time his name have to come up in this context over and over again. Let the man rest in peace. Let the man rest in peace. Because obviously, before, I remember John T sharing his story right on the Ride Along platform here, where he was talking about the situation and how people used to stone him and people used to do this to him and people used to, all kind of things they used to do to him. Nobody used to study John T and trying to uplift him and all the music things that he's trying to do. Nobody was interested in that. Nobody was interested in his story. Missy Christie did an interview here on the Ride Along platform with him and he was able to talk about all his music career. But no, because they think, politicians feel like they could use that to score cheap political points. That is the only reason why his name is being resurrected every single time like that. Just for political points. And that is wrong. That is wrong. All right. So let's go into fourth gear. We have a guest on the program right now. She is in the dark, literally. You won't be able to see her face because where she's at right now is very dark and she has bad internet connection. So my guess, what happened was a few years ago, she gave birth to a child and there was some complication during the delivery of that child. She shared a story about a year ago on the platform. I want to do an update on it. She's on the phone with us. Queenie, are you there? Are you there, Queenie?
Good night, Junior.
Good night. How are you doing?
Yes, good night. Not too bad.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Are you hearing me? Okay. All right. So Queenie, I want you to summarize the story for me. Oh, we lost her. All right, we're gonna get her back. She got a call and she got cut off. In the meantime, let me tell you a little bit about her story. So I said she had this child, right? And during the process, she would go and do checkups and stuff like that. And she had this one particular nurse that she figured was not in her favor. And stuff happened later down, and she lost the child. Let me see if I can get her back on right now. Queenie, are you hearing me?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Good night.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, Queenie. All right, so go ahead. Give us in a nutshell, just kind of summarize the story a little bit for us. What transpired?
You want me to start from the top, how it happened in the hospital again?
Yeah, come back again, but just kind of summarize it for us, yeah? And then we'll get to what's happening now.
Okay. Well, Junior, about make it 9 years now. I went to the hospital and gave birth to my child on the 7th of October. And Junior, I give birth to the child. And when I give birth to the child, I went in the room, Junior, and relaxed. There is something nurse come to me and said to me, Miss Modest, I need you to get some milk for the child. And Junior, I know when you know make the baby sometime, the milk don't come out from the breast at the same time, right? Well, as the whole evening I was squeezing the breast, squeezing, crying out with pain and stuff, The other girl's telling me, don't worry yourself, they have formula and stuff, Junior.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever formula I get from the breast, I went and give the nurse. I went in the incubator and give her. When I give her, she take it from the bottle and throw it in the sink in my presence. She washed the bottle, turned it down, and went back outside and leave me in the incubator. So I started to
Mm-hmm.
cry, like you tell me the child want to feed and I know well I make it since 3 o'clock in the morning, to like 4, 5 o'clock in the evening. Me I started to worry for myself, like I know this baby hungry. So
Right.
Junior, when she do that, I started to cry. I went back behind her, I called her name, I asked her, I said, why you throw the milk? You know? She didn't study me. She walked back in the incubator. I walked back behind her and asked her, why you throw the milk? She didn't answer. So I started to cough. And like, that's what she waiting on Junior. She started to cuss back with me. And both of we talk cussing whole night we cussing. From about 7 o'clock to about 10 o'clock we cussing. And then I went back to the room, sit down. Me and the other girls talking whole night. After a time, she come back to me. She said to me, Miss Modest, the baby want Pampers. But I know I have over 5, 6 Pampers under the incubator with the baby. So when she tell me that I is go for Pampers, I bring it come. When I went in the incubator, she pull a chair to me and she said, sit down, I want to talk to you. I didn't want Pampers. I said, okay. Junior, I sit down. The first thing she said to me, 7 months baby does not leave. I said to her, but mine going to leave because doctor say he going home next week. You know. And we started to talk. She tell me, I'm how much children you have? I say I don't have. I say I lost one already when I was younger. And she tell me she only have one, a girl, and she trying to get a boy and she can't get it. And going down to woman talk, going down. And I forgive her, in the way I cuss her and she forgive me, and we going down in that kind of manner, Junior. And while in the coffin, I tell her, anything happen to me, child, it could be me and you. Junior went back and sleep, after we don't talk. He said, go back and sleep, you go see baby tomorrow, please, God. I went back and lie down, but I don't sleep in. Me and all the girls talking over 2, 3 hours, and then the little doors are sleep going with me. After a time, I hear somebody come, who is and who is Miss Mo? That's like they fumbling my name. I jump up from the bed. And I say, what happened to my child? And I leave the doctor standing right by the water and I run straight with the baby inside the incubator there. When I reach your junior, the very same nurse who was in charge of the baby the night when me and her cousin followed, she and the next nurse was sitting on the table, sitting on the chair, on the table, like relaxing, having conversation. And my baby was on top of whatever, he looked like a scale, a table, whatever, with something in his mouth that they pump in. The doctor come back inside there and they started to pump the child mouth. And when they pump in his mouth, he started to get air, open up his eyes and them stuff. But Junior, while talking, after we done course, while speaking, the machine with my baby keep going off like toot 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 toot. So I stand up and I said to her, I said, nurse, look the thing come out in the child nose. I said, sister, tell me, the one who delivered the baby. She said to me, anytime you see this come from the child nose, put it back. So I said to her, I said, the thing come out, put it back. She tell me, don't worry, nothing is wrong with him. That's okay. And I sit down with her and continue talking, Junior. And then now, all of a sudden, Junior is like, everything just gone. Junior, everything
Mm.
just gone. You understand?
When you say everything
You
just
hearing
gone,
me?
yeah, when you say everything just
Well,
gone, what do you mean?
Junior, like the very same time I run inside and look at my baby, is like a dying child, a dying child is a red, look a baby, like it turn white like clothes, like a white piece of clothes, like all the blood gone, like what I mean, like you know, Junior. That same time, that happened about let me say 4 o'clock the morning, 4 o'clock to into 5 o'clock the morning. I have a sister stayed in St. George's. Them time there, Junior. I run, I leave and I gone in town. Like by 5 o'clock I in town by my sister because I called 911 and I said to officer, I get the officer, I say, look man, I know sir a problem and all of a sudden my child was good and look, my child come. You understand? And I explained to him, He told me I have to make a report to the officer in charge of the hospital. Junior, I went in town the morning, I run down by my sister and come back up with no heave. When I reached back up, Junior, he didn't even 6:30 yet as God. When I reached back up, nowhere to find the nurse. I have nowhere to find her. Already asked for her. Nobody don't know where she is. You understand, Junior? And it wasn't time for the nurse to resign from night shift to morning shift as yet, Junior. You hear me? It wasn't time as yet. Junior, they escorted me from the hospital the very same day. Well, they didn't watch me. The doctor didn't even write me off, Junior. You hear me? I take my bag and everything and I leave and I go from the hospital. In less than no time, Junior, they tell me they're going to call me. Junior, the last call I get from them is to tell me my child there. You hear? I say, well, okay, I'm going to call. I'm going to tell you what agency and what, to do the tapsy and what stuff, Junior. All them things I was waiting on. Junior, only time I wait again when I get a phone call is to tell me, Miss Modest, your child coming up with what who agency, whatever agency. I was telling him, I said, but you tell me you're going to call me to tell me when the taxi doing and stuff, why you could just send it up with agency, whatever, The very same day the agency bring it up, I have to bury the same day, Junior. You understand? A lot of things that very uncomfortable with me. Look to them now, Junior, okay?
Hold on.
I cannot find a
Before we get into today,
uh-huh.
did you get a chance to speak to any the administrator at the office or any? I mean, at the hospital? Did you get a chance to speak to anyone to try to understand what really happened?
Junior. They tell me to go and make a report in the office. I went in the office like the very same time when it happened. I went in the office like 2-3 times to speak. When I went there is a young lady tell me the person in charge is not there. I said, well, I want to make a report of my child and what happened. She said the person in charge is not there and Junior never went back. As God, I won't lie, I didn't go back.
So there was no clarification.
Nobody never called. Uh-huh.
You didn't get no clarification, so you could have a full understanding what happened from your child being in the condition that he was in, a premature child at 7 months old, to
It's
he
a
being
premature
okay,
child.
to be you claiming that he's looking okay, and then after what is deemed as probably an altercation shortly after, a whole set of complication after that. No
Yes,
one explained to you what
yes.
happened. You didn't ask no question, so you were clueless as to what
No,
transpired during that time frame.
no one, Junior. No one.
So you had to bury the child. Did you get assistance?
Yes,
Did they help you, or what was the process of getting to
Junior.
to the funeral home and on
Nobody,
and safe
nobody, but
burial? Huh?
honest, I
Hello?
said to them, I said I'm gonna give whatever I want to bury the child. They didn't,
Yeah, go ahead.
Junior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tell them I will give them. Tell them which agency I want the child. They didn't wait on me to tell them. They just call who them want and they give who they want the child. When I call the agency, tell me way over hills coming up. You hear me? I started to get an army to tell me when they're going to do the tappy so I could send whoever agency I want to bury my child. They didn't do that. You hear me? All they did is to give who them want And when I call the agency, they on the way coming up to give me my child, to bury my child. I pay me money and do everything for myself. Nobody called me, nobody helped me, nobody does nothing for me, Junior.
What about the autopsy? What did the autopsy say?
Junior, as God, I wouldn't lie for you, right? That is one point where hurting me
You're kind of breaking up.
so
You're kind of breaking up a bit.
bad.
Hold on. You're kind of breaking up a bit.
I
Hold on.
waiting on them for the autopsy. I tell you, they tell
Queenie, hold on.
me they're going to
Hold on. Queenie, hold on.
call me.
Your connection is breaking. No. All right. Let me call her on the phone line. So we could hear her better, because I know you guys not hearing her at all. Let me call her on the phone line. Stand by.
For me to go
Let me call her
autopsy.
on the WhatsApp.
Okay? I was waiting home for
Because you guys need to hear the
the
story.
call, waiting. I find
Boy.
they don't call it.
It's because the guys, it's right along live. I'm going to try to call
You
the
hear me?
guest on the phone. All right. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Queenie, are you there? Yeah. I wasn't hearing you.
Yes,
You
Junior,
started
I'm
to
here.
break up. You started to break up real bad. So just go back from
Yeah, I
from
realize.
the autopsy. Just go back from the autopsy.
Yeah, you hearing me clearly, all right?
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
You hearing me?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
hearing
So
you. Go
Junior,
ahead.
I was waiting for the hospital because I told them, when they tell me they're gonna call me when to go and do the autopsy on the baby. I said, okay, Junior, I find those whole day I waiting, they don't calling me, whole day I waiting, they don't calling me. I calling them, I don't getting them. The next day I get them. When I get them, you know what they tell me? They say whatever agency coming up with the child, they give me the number to call the agency. I said, but and you told me you're gonna call me for we to do the autopsy? Junior, I asked them where's the autopsy. They tell me the agency have the autopsy coming up with the autopsy, Junior. You hear me? I call the agency. The agency tell me he's on the way coming up to me. Yeah? I ask him for the autopsy. He tell me he didn't collect no autopsy. I say, what kind of games are you playing with me? What's really going on up to today? I don't know what's going on, Junior. You hear me?
So you never got the results of the autopsy?
I never get the result from the autopsy. I never get it. The general hospital tell me they give the agency. I ask them, I say, but how you could give the agency? I say, if it's private, that is for me to collect, for me to receive. You're not supposed to give the agency my autopsy to give me. When the agency reach up, they say they collect no autopsy from the funeral home. They say the funeral home they went and collect the child, and the funeral home didn't give them no autopsy. And you understand, all them things is games around me, Junior.
Wow. Right. That part of the story was shared before on the platform.
Yeah,
And I know the last time when we left off, you said that
yeah,
you would get a lawyer and someone that could look
yeah,
into the situation deeper.
yeah,
What happened?
yeah,
What happened
yeah.
there?
Okay, well,
What happened
Junior,
with the lawyer?
I is I is have a lawyer. I is have a lawyer. And Junior, my lawyer, write well, when me and you speak the last time on the live, I went and collect the death certificate, and I went in the hospital to get the records of me when I was in the hospital. Okay?
Right.
They
So
tell
hold
me
on.
it's gonna take me some
Hold on? Did you
time.
get the birth certificate? The death certificate?
Yes, from my child. Yes, I get it.
What was the cause
Junior,
of
I
death?
went
What was the cause of death?
Junior on the paper it mark um pure matro and lungs develop whatever, but my lawyer have the piece of paper, right?
Okay.
But before when I collect it, Junior, when I went to collect it, the lady mark on the paper, it's a 3-year-old child. Okay? I said, my child is not 3 years. I said, my child is 3 days. You understand? She go back in the book, she said, but 3 years they have on it. I said, no, it's 3 days. You understand? Well, anyway, she correct it, she mark whatever, bam, bam. She mark it. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Junior,
Mm-hmm.
I come and I give me lawyer. I did send it for you once, so as I collect it, I send it for you, but I give me lawyer the copy to hold. Junior, after a time, my lawyer, I call her, I say, you don't hear anything from the hospital? Because she have to get my records from the hospital. She have to write to get it. She told me the hospital write back, the general hospital in St. George's, write her and tell her they have no records of me making this child or making this any child in the hospital. Okay? So I want to know. Well, Junior, I collect the death certificate as I don't talk to you. Next morning, I bid, I jump a bus, and I gone one time and drop out in the ministry. I gone up there and I get my death certificate early. You hear me? So I had that one
Uh-huh.
first in the gate. The one I cannot get now is me. They say they have no record. Junior, I spent more than 2 weeks in the hospital. Everybody come and just leaving me and go. A lot of girls remember me, real people remember me. They remember the allegation in the hospital, Junior. You understand? So where is my record? There is something behind hiding and I need to pull it out. I need to get
Yeah.
it out, Junior.
Let me try to
You
understand
hear
this.
me?
Let me try to understand this. But you're saying that they don't have no record of you giving birth to the child?
Yes, in the hospital. They
But
have no
but
record
but
of
but
me.
but you sent me a copy of the birth certificate, which I'm showing on the screen right now. Isn't
Thank
that the
you.
birth certificate?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have them things there. I have that on them. Yes. Malaya have these things right now too. I have that. So where is my record? Where is from the day I enter the hospital to the day I leave? Where is it, Junior? Common
Right. So
sense.
they're saying when you go back to them now and you're trying to compile the data of everything that was done from the time you came into the hospital to the time the child died, they're
They
saying
have
that they
no
can't
file.
find that record. It's like that record
That
disappeared.
is what they said. That is what they're saying. My lawyer tell me the hospital said there is no file, no record with me making this child there. So I turned back to my lawyer and said, but remember I collect the death certificate and bring for it. She said, oh yes, it's true. And she said she what I call it secretary to write back to them and let them know, because I have the death certificate with the time, everything on it, with the child, everything, how it born, everything, so how there is no records of that day. Junior, something is not right. You hear me? Even though I might be thinking wrong of the child, but like unfolding certain things, like walking out, Junior.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get to kind of understand this. They have the
Yeah,
birth certificate. You have a record that showed that
yeah,
the child was born there, correct?
yeah. The death certificate, yes, show the card of the
But
child, the
do
month
they
of
even
when
have
the month it
do they
happened.
okay, so do they have that record or any record that would show from that the child actually born there, or anything that could show that the child born there? Do they have any records of that?
Well, I didn't tell me to look for the only thing they tell me to get is the death certificate of the child. Because in the
Right.
hospital I make it, so they tell me to get the death certificate. So I went and get it, and that's where you have to get it in the registry in St. George's, in the botanical garden up in there. That is where I went. All one in the general hospital, everything going up there. That is where I make my child in the general hospital. And I didn't stay one day, so the thing could disappear. I stayed 2 weeks and more. So where is it? All the days doctor coming and marking and checking and marking and this and marking and that. Where them things gone? Come on, Junior. As a poor person. Yes, I was young, but remember, I have sense every day I going by, and more sense I get, more sense I picking up. Something is not right, Junior, and it's bothering me.
Mm.
You have people who are calling me from America because remember we put up part one. Everybody asks me where is part two, where is part two, and when they look into the story, they tell me something is not right. Something is not right.
Right. And it is saying that is the funeral home who gave you the death certificate, which is true. not the hospital. But the hospital should have your files. In even extreme situation, they at least should have the files of even everyone that. Well, I don't know how it works in Grenada, but I know if you go to a hospital here and you
That is
request your
how it
file,
works.
they give you the information
You
from the
supposed
time you come in,
to.
what medication you
You're
get, who
supposed
touched
to.
you, everything.
Yes, correct,
So
correct,
that is no
correct,
way. If you
correct.
go if you when last you inquired about it? When last you go to the hospital and inquire about it?
Junior, well, I went in the, let me tell you, I went in the hospital. I don't want to lie. It's a while now. I went there and I offer them the money. They say to pay about 50 or how much to get it. I offer them the money. I say, well, let me pay all. You know, I could always come back and collect it. The young lady tell me no. Whenever they get it, they go call me. Junior, I call 100 times. I go 100 times. Every time I go, either ready, either ready. That's why Malaya start to push for it. Malaya push for it. She take a while before they could. She said how much liar before they could. Sorry, how much letters before they could reply back, and they reply back about 6.
I think we lost your connection again. You there?
So
Yeah,
like
they replied
yeah,
when? Yeah, you said they replied when?
sh- about 7 months now. She tell me they reply and say they didn't have nothing with with me making the child day, and she reply back to them and let them know. Well, I have the death certificate, so how come there could be no me making child in the hospital? And they don't reply back to my lawyer as yet.
Hmm.
So that's the reason why I'm getting onto on certain things, like people asking me what really going on. And
Right,
I
right.
myself want to know what's going on for myself. But Junior, I could
Mhm.
ask you a question, right?
Yes.
Like, okay, I born in the 90s, either 1990. Junior, I show my records of my mommy when she go there to make me. That should be there. My mother record should be there. I show yours record should be there. Them hospital, like, certain things should be there. You understand? And to say like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 9, 10, 11, like 12 years ago, that like they yesterday, not to say like where the record could gone yesterday. That no time, Junior. Come on.
Right.
Something
Yeah.
is not right, man. Something is not right. And
So
Junior,
right
and
now.
Junior, what does bother me the most, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Uh-huh.
Now go ahead. Go ahead.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, go
Junior,
ahead.
what
I'm
does
listening
bother
to
me the
you.
most?
Hmm.
What does bother me the most when the allegation happened, like the day the child died, like the nurse who delivered my baby? She was very good to me as God. She was very good to me. You hear me? And she traveled, she delivered the baby, and she go the morning, she tell me she traveling. When the incident happened, she called me. So I was like, who is that? And down in tears and think I was hot because the baby just died and thing. She tell me it's me, bam bam bam, whatever. And she tell me, I hear what happened. She tell me, but don't do nothing, leave her up to God. Just so. You hear? Yeah.
Mm. So you
Yeah.
you 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 have the opinion and you have a feeling that the nurse did something from what you're hearing and
Well,
what you felt.
yeah, that's how I seen it. You hear me? That's how I seen it, Junior. That's how it is. That's how it is. Fake things don't bother me, Junior. Fake things don't bother me. Not even though if me could happen to my mommy, my family, my friend, my enemy. Fake things don't bother me. Real things bother me, Junior. And this one bothering me, and it does bother me. You hear me, Junior? Yes, I know we could be good now and still pass away. We could be strong now and pass away. That could happen, and you know that, Junior, right? But of the allegation with me and you just cause, and you know what I mean? You're like, understand. Yes, doctor could say child go home next week and still you don't make it to go home next week. I know that. I'm an honest person. I know that. I know them things could happen. But after me and you done cause, and you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And the nurse who deliver the baby tell me Make sure anytime you see the thing come out in the nose, that's what I say, because you're young. Anytime the thing come out in the nose, put it back. She said that to help the child breathe. So the see come out and I tell her, she run and put it back and she let me know. She teach me anytime you see this thing come out, put it back there to help the baby breathe. That to build up lung. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Junior, and from that, I keep it in like yes. But the very same time after me and your course and we there, the machine with my child alone going off, Junior. Junior and my child alone. So I stand up and I watch. I see the thing come out. So I tell her, I said, no, the thing come out in the child nose. She told her, she tell me, don't bother with that. Nothing is wrong with that. Junior, die, my child died in my presence as God. You hear this thing hurting me, Junior. You hear me? This thing hurting me. You hear what I'm telling you? And I always calling your phone. I always talking to myself. Junior, I won't get crazy, but watch this thing hurting me and I need justice for it. And as long as I don't get it, Junior, I wouldn't settle. Remember, I need justice for my child. You hear me? And make it going again. Nothing in the process what I say to do, they never do. You hear? Where is the autopsy? Up to now, I don't get it. I'm too young to get it. I'm too young to pass it. I tell them mine. That's my child. You hear me? Where is it? I'll do what I want. Everything I'll do what I want. Look now, I'm trying to get my thing for my to make my part right. Even though I claim all the wrong, even though I claim it wrong, like I'll kill my child, I claim it all the wrong. Let me prove myself right. Where is my documents not to prove? Where is my thing to prove? Are you still hiding it? Something is wrong, Junior. You hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how I feeling it, because it's my child and I will go through all the stress me, Junior, will go through. You hear me? I go through enough, Junior. When Corona time, I go through enough, Junior. So right now, I need justice for it and I need justice for my child.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Well, I
not my
hope.
own injustice in Junior.
Mhm.
A lot of people need it for more than me and knocking up on me every day on my phone every day and telling me, Queenie, it's time. Don't make the stick more longer. It's time. I need to hear something, Junior. I need to hear something. And number one, Junior, the lungs, right? The top the death certificate say the lungs. I told you. Look at the thing come out in the child nose. That's why lungs. That to build up in lungs. I told you. You know what you say? Don't worry, that nothing. Junior, watch me. I need justice for my baby, Junior. Please.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, Queenie. I really hope that by coming back here and sharing your story again, that the powers that be, the people that are watching and have information, could contact you, and so you could at least have some closure. Because this happened 9 years ago. The child died, correct?
Yeah. This year
But I
making
did,
9.
yeah, I did like today. You're still frustrated, you're still hurting, you still have so much unanswered questions, you're not getting the information that you're looking for.
Yeah.
I understand how you feel. But tonight, let's hope that the powers that be that are watching, that could make a difference, that could shine some light on this so you could have some clarity. I think more than anything else you just want a sense of understanding. You want to understand what transpired. I think that's important.
Yeah.
And everybody could understand that. So we're gonna keep. I know you've been, making that call, trying to get back on here to get that information out there. But it's out there now, and I hope that something change, and the information is shared with you, and we get a better update the next time we have some communication. All right. Anything else you want to say, Queenie?
Well, thank you, Junior. It's just that, yes, I know people go say it's a long time, Junior, but yes, it's a long time, and it's a long time I've been waiting on an answer and check how long I'm waiting, and still no answer, nothing I'm not getting. You understand? So my people and them, my people and them overseas try to tell me like call Junior, find out, see what could go out again. So that's the reason why me and you speaking tonight. And thank you very much.
No problem, Queenie. We'll keep in touch, okay?
No problem. Enjoy.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so let's get some input on this here. 718-701-5720. Let's talk. Let's talk. Where can this mother start? Where can she start to seek answers for this? A day like today, she still haven't gotten any clarification. She haven't gotten any information. Her documents that would prove the day that she came in, all the medication that was given, all the treatment that was given, that information is non-existent. She can't get a hold of that information. She has a lawyer who she said can't get a hold of the information. And I think that probably the lawyer need to be more forceful. Probably the lawyer need to be more serious. The lawyer really need to do a deep dive into this, a dedicated day or two, or probably a couple days, to try to seek clearance on this thing right here, because I believe that information should be available, especially, it's requested by her, it's requested by the parent, it's requested by the lawyer, so that they could move forward. I'm doubtful if that information is just sitting there and they just don't want to present it, right? And I don't know what would be anyone's incentive not to provide you with that information if they have that information there, if what you're looking for is clarity. So that makes it kind of confusing to me. But let's take a few calls. 718-701-5720. Let me open up the phone lines right now. You could call on WhatsApp or you could call straight. Open up the phone lines. Here, phone lines open, WhatsApp open. You could call right now. 718-701-5720. Yeah, Nana Petit is saying the lawyer is laid back. Lawyer need to be a little more forceful in seeking this information. I feel so too. I think the lawyer really needs to do a real deep dive on this to seek answers, ask the questions. Right? Ask the questions and get answers. All right, guys, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we got your calls live. Right along live. We'll be right back. Don't move.
Mark your calendars, Grenada, for one spectacular event. Join us at the Bushes U playing field on Sunday, March 2nd for the National Democratic Congress sensational rally from 4 p.m. Be inspired by our distinguished guests, including Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett of Dominica and Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre of St. Lucia. Plus hear from our very own political leader and Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell and more. Enjoy electrifying performances from top artists like Young Man, Booba, Rooney J. Also Mandela Links, Squeezehead, and Muddy.
Of course we always up in the front.
This is your chance to engage, be inspired, and celebrate with us. Don't miss out on this unforgettable rally. Organize your transportation and your flags, bandanas, drums, shells, bells, and head down to Bushes U to be part of this transformation.
Cause I believe in the truth, and I just wanna live good.
Hey guys, again, 718-701-5720. That's the number that you call. I know that we have a lot of professionals. We have some nurses. We have a few people in the medical fraternity that could add some clarity on this. Please give us a call so we could try to understand it from your perspective. Or if there is someone who works, who know the story and know where this lady Queenie could get her documents, what's the process you need to go to get her documents. If you don't want to call on air, you could always inbox me privately so we could at least put this story to rest, okay? Once and for all. All right? So the number if you want to call, 718-701-5720. That's my on-air number, or you could or you could call, text. I see a call there, but I'll take that call off air. Right Along Live. Let's take another commercial break, and we'll be right back. Don't move. You're watching Right Along Live.
Every time I pass, you're teasing me. Every time I pass.
The Grenada National Folk Group, in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture, proudly presents Iconic Moves and Melodies. Yes, man! Iconic Moves and Melodies. A heartfelt tribute to the legendary Miss Shirley Robinson. Mark your calendar. Saturday, March 1st, 2025 at the Grenada Trade Center, starting at 5 p.m. Immerse yourself in an evening of vibrant folk songs, classical songs, Negro spirituals, patriotic songs, captivating poetry, and mesmerizing dance performances as we honor Miss Shirley Robinson, a true pioneer of Grenada's cultural heritage. You'll also get the chance to have a meet and greet with Miss Shirley Robinson. Tickets are just $50 for adults and $25 for children. Iconic Moves and Melodies, a celebration you don't want to miss. Join us Saturday, March 1st at the Grenada Trade Center. Let's honor the legacy, celebrate the culture, and make it a night to remember.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
All right, so a few calls came in, but we have to take that one off air because we said sometimes not everything that have to go on air. We go deal with some of this conversation off air and see how we could get some information for Queenie in recovering the documents. I would give her more information as to what transpired, the death of her young child. I'd like to say thank you guys for watching and being a part of our program here on Right Along Live, where we say everyone has a story to tell. Yeah. And on Tuesday, right, we bring this program, we design this program to get what's on your mind. It is your program. What's pissing you off? So continue to share, continue to type. Let us know what's on your mind. If you have something that you want to get off your chest, feel free to call us in. Feel free to inbox us and we'll get you on to get what you have in here, get it outside. You know what I mean? Talk about it. That's what we're talking about. All right. One other quick bit of information, guys. On Thursday, our new program lineup is going to change slightly. Thursday, we're going to be doing a program called In the Court of Public Opinion. The Court of Public Opinion. Basically, you may have a dispute with someone. It might be a minor dispute, something you're having difference of opinion. It could be a small thing, it could be somewhat of a medium issue that you want to deal with. Now you could take them to Right Along Live, Court of Public Opinion, right? You have impartial, we don't call them judge, we just go call them analysts that will examine the case. After you present your side, the next person present their side and give you a full common sense approach in how you could go ahead and deal with it. So this is the Court of Public Opinion, and that's going to be every Thursday. So if you have somebody that you want to bring up to court, you want to bring them up to the Court of Public Opinion, give us an inbox. But they have to be two representatives. Eh? The other person have to represent their side as well. Or if they can't represent their side, or they have someone that they want to represent for them, they could have someone, a representative, to represent their side. So the Court of Public Opinion, and that's on Thursdays. I want you guys to check it out. Inbox us if you have a case you want to take to the Court of Public Opinion.
good deed. Together we plant the seed.
Guys, don't forget that if you're looking for an excursion like no other, we have this new promotion that we're doing. It's called the Ultimate Grenadian Adventure Package. The Ultimate Grenadian Adventure Package. So you're going to Grenada and you want a full day of activities, guys. This is what you want. It's a full day of activities, the Ultimate Grenadian Adventure Package. And the duration is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It starts off with an e-bike, sunset e-bike tour, coastal escape from 8 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and you get to see you ride through the charming villages and scenic ocean view. And then after that, we have the Tuk Tuk City and Spice Market tour from 10 to 11:30. Then we have the water bike trail. Right, so you're going from e-bike to water bike. Then we have the lunch. You have your lunch. Then we have your river tubing. Let me tell you, this thing is jam-packed. You have your river tubing. So it's a non-stop thing. You go from e-bike. Then you go to the then you go to the tuk-tuk. Then you go to the water bike. Right after that. Then you have the lunch, river tubing, and they have a sunset celebration farewell toast with champagne and all that other stuff. It's really cool, guys. If you want to be a part of it, you have a group and you want to be a part of this magnificent excursion, it's the Ultimate Grenadian Adventure Tour. Give us a call. The number that you call for that is 473-422-1011. Get a few friends and join in on the amazing experience. Ask about the Ultimate Grenadian Adventure Package. All right? Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of our program. We'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Good night.
Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong.